empaths and all the genuine souls. Majority of times that I hear people moving on in relationships after the narcissist, they run into another narcissist or they run into another toxic individual. There's a slim rarity of people that I've spoken to as well that they've met someone decent, they met someone alright, and still yet nevertheless they've felt an emptiness inside themselves from the lack of the narcissist. Okay, this is what I've heard from people in sessions. And really, when you think about this, right, it's because of the fast pace. This is what the narcissist is doing. This is obviously it's not exactly the same. You're going through your own version of it. I know many of you have taken your time and have moved on, or you're taking your time anyway, and I know that, but there's some of you that have rushed into relationships because I've spoken to you, right? And it's not the answer. Basically, it's not the answer. Like, this is what the narcissist does. They rush. This is why I need you to understand. If you can see this within inside yourself, you can see this within inside the narcissist. What I talk about on the channel, about how the narcissist is going through self-absorbed regret, how they miss your supply, how they all do this, right? If you can understand that, right, within inside yourself, how you can be with someone new, and even try and empathize with the people that was with someone decent, but they couldn't bond with that person, it's because you've got nothing left, because the narcissist has drained you. When I talk about taking time out, it's because you actually have to rebuild what was lost from these toxic relationships. And it's not just romantic relationships. Some of you have been dealing this from a young age, from, parents, maybe brothers, maybe sisters, friends, family, further family. You've been dealing with toxicity, even if they're not all narcissists. You've been dealing with a lot of toxicity through your life. Okay, so when you take that into an account, and you've finally gone through your awakening now from a particular narcissist that sparked the awakening, or one too many that you went through gradual awakenings through your time, but then you hit an awakening on a narcissist subject and stuff like that, right? Now it's time to give back to yourself. All right, these people are being takers, these toxic friends, these narcissist friends, these weirdos. Relationships, romantic relationships, family, when they've been taking all this from you throughout your life, they've been taking everything from you, okay, then you know that you have to bring some fulfillment back inside yourself. It's pivotal that you have to take this time to rebuild yourself, because it's not that you're only there to someone to take from you because you're what you offer, but I'm saying you need to be at your best version, really, to make the right decisions, not based it off loneliness or things like that, and make the right, correct decisions. Okay, I don't want you lot downgrading afterwards. I always talk about the narcissist downgrades, but the chosen one can downgrade as well. The empath can downgrade. The genuine soul can downgrade with someone new. And there's nothing worse than that. There's absolutely nothing worse than that. It's like rebounds, right? That's what they are. Okay, the narcissist has a glorified rebound where they go off with a new supply and then they realize that they effed up. Unless you've heard me talk about it, this is your first time here, that's what they do, right? But also, you can make that mistake as well. And I have to bring that to your attention, that you can make these mistakes as well. All right? And really, the main thing that I think you should find inside yourself is being happy without the narcissist. You see, being able to be happier without the narcissist in your own life, because some of you are still trauma bonded where you miss them and stuff. Okay, and it's all about finding, if you miss the narcissist and you're going into a new relationship, you're never going to get the answers to your problems. Alright? If you're still in that missing, feeling lack, okay? I didn't realize someone in the comment section commented yesterday, and they said, no, a couple of days ago, and they felt suicidal and stuff, and they felt, they said they felt suicidal and they missed the person and all that. So I've kind of not forgotten that, but I don't talk about that enough because many of you are in that place, okay, where you miss them and things like that. And all I'm saying to you is don't look at someone else as the answer to your problems. And then he commented and gave me some positive feedback on the EP that I dropped, right? If you listen to that from the beginning if you listen, each one has a message, for you in that. And it's just another way that I felt I could reach out to try to spread awareness, right? It's just literally what he said. He got some positive feedback. He said he's having a drink and a smoke, listening to which was nice. Like he seemed in much brighter spirits just from the messaging, just from the comments. Sorry. So all I'm saying is just don't make this vital mistake. I don't want you to downgrade. I don't want you to end up with less. I don't want you to you don't want to be worse off, okay? And I'm warning you that you can fall back to sleep with other people, okay? You can fall back to sleep. A lot of you don't realize that if you meet a genuine soul empath or chosen one, they ain't gonna be telling you, I'm a chosen one, I'm an empath. See? Even in my own life, I don't tell people this. If they find out that I'm doing this on YouTube, they find out, right? And they find out what I'm talking about. But that's because they're looking into things where they don't, this is not really necessarily made for them, like friends and stuff, right? But I don't go around talking about it like that. And that's why I'm saying just watch out for that, because you ain't going to meet someone like that either. One of the main kind of inclinations after narcissistic abuse is to try to find someone that's also been through similar experiences and things like that, which I find from when I talk to people and in sessions. But that doesn't really work out either. I think that you should just take your time. That experience that you've gone through, narcissistic abuse and spiritual awakening, a lot of people ain't going to understand. Okay, even your own people you've known your whole life, maybe if you've got some good family around, your friends, even they don't understand. Okay, and that's why some people reach out for sessions. They're like, I can't talk to my friends about this no more, and they reach out to me, right? They can't, and that's what I'm saying. I don't want you to be in that position. I just want you to find yourself first. Do what you need to do. Okay? Do what you need to do, like finding fulfillment, finding meaning, finding purpose. All of these things are much greater asks of the human spirit and soul than pairing up with someone that you don't know if they're worthy or not. You see, that's not the answer to life. Okay? And not a lot of people understand what I mean by this, but some of you do. And that's who I'm speaking to. If any part of you understands a little bit of what I'm saying, maybe you save this video and go back when you're at a further point in your journey. You understand what I mean. Because sometimes, I have to put this out there as well, a lot of the times you can be met with people acting funny. Okay? Maybe even rejecting you. Okay? And this is all divine intervention. It's because God's trying to show you, no, chosen one, empath, genuine soul, you're meant to be working for yourself on your own, building until that time's ready. It's about going lone wolf, and until that time's ready, that you do move forward, right? So, anyway, just understand that it is a risk that you can possibly downgrade as well, just like a narcissist does. So anyway, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. If you'd like to donate or support to the channel, you can. Check out the spiritual channel for more content, or check out Zion Music for that EP that I mentioned earlier on in the segment. So anyway, I'll be back on another video soon. Peace.